count a million, no blinking. Yankee put a hole in your thinking. Walking straight, raw on drinking. Baby kept it real, not English. Yankee swerving down, they stinking. We ain't doing no motherfucking Lincoln. Rolls Royce, this is not a Lincoln. Asking what the fuck was he thinking? Seeing that the chicks that is shrinking. 7500 for the coupe. Late, switch it up, switch it up.
Yo, Randy, welcome back to the studio.
What's up?
Dude.
What's up? Is this officially season 2 of the Conspiracy Randy podcast? Can we just call it that?
It is the second year, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 101.
Yeah. Year 2. Season 2, yo. We're professionals.
Except I don't ever put anything as seasons when I publish them.
I'm just going to consider it that.
Okay. We'll call it that.
That's what I am.
The reason I don't is because it gets super fucking weird when you try to what's the word? Like when you try to sort through the podcast apps, if you put it in seasons, sometimes then it's like skews the top and bottom, and the most recent doesn't show up first. And
well, that's dumb.
Podcast apps are garbage. Right now, there isn't one that's really like good. There's some that are just okay.
Let's make an app.
Let's make an app. You want to develop an app? Dude, I had a total meltdown this morning. So we told the story here about how we did the R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet episode. We did all this extra work, and then the recorder would not stop recording. It was this portable one we brought with, but it was the expensive one, right? I mean, it's still like a $400 piece of equipment.
Damn.
And like, it just didn't stop recording, and then battery ended up dying or whatever, and then it just doesn't write it. No file. Fuck, totally lost forever.
And sadness.
Yesterday, I did a seminar, strength training for combat sports seminar.
Sure.
And I put on the seminar. I'm like the instructor. And so had it scheduled for a while, but we didn't have a very good turnout. I'm guessing because it was Thanksgiving weekend, or I'm just not as attractive or charming as I'd like to think.
Who's to say?
But so we had a low turnout. But the reason I always do these things, I film them anyways, because we have I have a wider audience than this little town we're in here. So I film it so I can sell it online or use it to market other things. So thank God I filmed it, because we didn't have a very good turnout. It's like, fuck me. It was going to be a whole waste of my time, all the prep. But I got it all done. Did it. I think the video content turned out pretty good. But this morning I get up to go put everything together. So I had to go transfer all the videos over, and I have to assemble the product out of what's left.
Okay.
And I record all the audio. When I did it, I set one thing to record, and I have a microphone clipped to my chest, like a lav mic, right?
Okay.
And I do 3 hours straight through. Leave the whole thing to record, just do the whole seminar that way. Because then I have that one file to when I sync all the other videos to it automatically, it just puts them all where they are. So that's one thing that lines the whole thing up in order. It's really easy across devices. So that's how I do it. This morning I come down and I grab that phone. It was supposed to be recording the thing that I thought I had stopped. Oh. And I didn't. And so this whole thing, like months of prep and research and like calling and interviewing specific MMA coaches and shit, making sure my concepts were correct, And this fucking thing had now been recording for like 22 hours.
Oh, fuck me.
And I'm like, what do I do? So obviously like stop and wait for it to save. Well, of course, then it's a huge file.
Yeah.
And then so the app freezes and closes.
Fuck.
I'm like, whatever.
Fuck.
Now, I use a backup device to record the room just in case for these types of things. Or in case like my beard rubs on the shit.
Smart.
And so I grabbed that, and I went to the office, and I just had no hope for it. So this was my 6:30 on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I'm in the office doing this shit. And fucking pull it up, try to look at the file, and it finally opened the app again. There was a file there that wrote that morning, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. But just for the hell of it, it was there, it was timestamped right, so I just tried to airdrop it over to my computer. And it fucking shows it's like 4 gig. And I was like, wait. It was like a big file.
Okay.
So it wasn't, it was just short. So I transferred it over, and it fucking worked. I just had to delete 19 hours of blank footage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, yeah. The one thing, like if it was one camera angle, I had 2 others.
Yeah.
But it was the one good sound source. It would have totally fucked me.
Well, I'm glad that fucking worked out. That had to have been fucking
I went from total
nerve-wracking.
meltdown this morning to like, everything's going to be okay.
Today's going to be a good day, Ice Cube.
And then I sat there until now. So
Just
it's like
editing
9
and
straight
shit.
hours editing my own voice.
Ugh. Gross.
So I'm here hating myself today.
Yeah, good thing we're talking more
Yeah.
for a couple hours more. At least
Yo,
it's fun shit.
did you have a festive Thanksgiving, Andy?
I did.
you?
Smoked a turkey.
What else did you smoke?
Weed. Turkey was good though, and then we fucking turned it into like a brisket thing on mac and cheese, and then we fucking made soup. So we're stretching that shit like white people style. Come over to my house for some turkey sandwiches.
There was we did. I did the same thing. Cooked a big ass turkey, like 22-pound turkey for the three of us, and I don't think I'd ever cooked a turkey before. No, so it was a whole lot of doing, but it was good. But then we just spent the whole day lounging around, just eating food and watching movies at home. Just the three of us. Didn't go do anything with any of the family. It was pretty nice. But in doing so, I found out there was like 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movies I'd never seen before.
There's one with Javier Bardem.
Well, and I had seen part of that one, but I didn't see either of the 2 before it. I think because the first 2 or 3 were like just so much sword choreography that I barely ever finished them.
I always fell asleep during those.
Yeah,
we'll
they just
back up. They're still doing the same.
Like, is that
fucking
supposed to be exciting? A sword fight on a fucking wheel thing, roll it. Like, I get it.
I mean,
but it doesn't bother. It doesn't affect me or move me or interest me at all. It's just like it's like a movie maker just flexing for the sake of flexing. Like, and we're gonna use a real giant wheel.
It's fucking Bruckheimer, dude.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. Are those all Bruckheimer movies?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Nice. That does sound about
and they all came for fucking Johnny Depp anyway and Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what the other ones are fucking even about.
I noticed in that fucking movie though. We haven't talked about this on the podcast yet. Javier Bardem, like from No Country for Old Men, is so much just ugly, right? And it's so creepy, and it's all gums and weird, like, and
it's like, why the long face?
Yeah. But if you look up just pictures of Javier Bardem, he's fucking beautiful. Yeah. He's like absolutely like classically handsome, extremely good looking dude. Like,
just like classic features and shit, like square jaw and stuff.
Yeah, that dude fucks.
Deep manly voice, friendo.
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Good for him. Good for him. Fuck those movies though. So stupid. Pirates. Everybody liked Pirates for like 5 years.
There was also something they did in that fucking movie. They've done this before. You complained about it with the Mandalorian.
What?
The using an old actor and making them young. CGI. Yeah. CGIing back like 40 years of age.
Getting overused.
The first time I noticed it was in Tron. Remember Tron?
Yep.
The Jeff Bridges Tron?
Yep.
They did that and it was so bad. It's just like, it was jarring.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's the true thing. They talk about that uncanny valley. That anything that looks, I mean, that obviously looks so much human. It really does. Every still that looks like it, but there's just something about it where it's just a little bit off. You can't identify what it is, but you identify it as not human. And it's interesting that is just embedded in our psyche, that thing. We're like, something's off. Literally to sense the slightest not human looking behavior.
Yeah. Who are you and what have you done with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah. But they did that with Johnny Depp in, I think, the last Pirates
movie. They made him
movie.
like super young, right?
Yeah, they did like 15-year-old Johnny Depp. And
just get a fucking 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, at that point, like, there's no fucking need for it. Who else did they do? Who else has done that with? They did it with
RDJ and and Iron Man,
and that was
or Civil War. Yeah.
All of them look bad.
Yeah. The Star Wars well, I mean, a lot of Star Wars shit. A lot of Star Wars shit. Yeah, just unnecessary. Stop fucking doing it. Like I said, just because the technology exists doesn't mean we have to fucking keep on cranking it out.
What else I watched, or what else I remembered that I was supposed to watch was Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh,
that movie
Daniel Craig
rocks. So the reason I got on that subject was I was like, I've never watched a Daniel Craig James Bond movie. Not even
like you said, there are a lot of parkour and
yeah, I just don't. That's just what it looks like, and I never really gave a fuck about James Bond, anyways.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
I don't. It means nothing to me.
Yeah. And
so, but I was like, I don't know. He's kind of a badass, though. Like, I like him.
Yeah.
So we got into it, and like and I forgot about how awesome Cowboys and Aliens was.
It's a fun movie.
It's the perfect take. Like they're obviously like, if there's going to be aliens, there's as reasonable of a chance that they were floating around back 200 years ago than they are now, right?
Right.
It's not. It would be crazy to assumed that it had to only be now.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool take. I'd never seen. Have you ever seen a science fiction movie that took place in cowboy days? In the Wild Wild West.
I mean, the Westworld shit. But beyond that, no, that's not aliens, I guess. But like a science fiction tinge, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that was so fucking good. Jon Favreau directed that. That's a fun popcorn flick. You don't have to fucking think too much. You just sit back and you're like, yeah, dude. And there's some like decent ass actors in there.
Yeah.
Totally.
Fuck yeah, Cowboys and Aliens. Yeah. New sponsor of Conspiracy Podcast.
They fucking love us.
Let's get into some shit. I have a fun conspiracy theory I want to jump into right away first.
Okay.
We gotta shake up the vibe. JFK shit.
Okay.
Biden delayed again the reveal of the rest of the fucking JFK files. Like, they're still leaving a bunch of them classified. It's like, it's national security.
The stuff that Trump said, like, that
exactly.
we're gonna...
The ones that are always being put. Yeah. So are these people... There's a thing, Rogan has a longer segment. I'm sure you can find it out there on his social media. Somebody posted it. But, like, it's insane. So what are you saying? That, like, the people responsible for killing JFK are still alive then? Right? I mean, is that what this is? And you know who they are?
Just protect.
It is insane that there's no... As an American citizen, you can't be like, don't fucking patronize me and make it seem like I'm this fucking stupid.
Right.
How dare you? Oh, national security. It was what? How many years ago? Was it 60 fucking years ago? 57 years ago? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What's the reason?
Drop the JFK. They just say national security, but that's what it's no different than like when they violate your rights because of terrorism. You know what I mean? It's just none of the shit matters. They just throw a name in national security. We don't have to. It's just a stamp. They can use it for anything. It's such bullshit.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Why don't national security?
What it just means is that the people that they are trying to protect in the JFK thing became in power and have been in power ever since. That those are still places and systems and everything within the government that still exists now. There's no other reason that it should be. Like, I'm sorry, you should be able to know the last time one of our presidents was killed, we should be able to know what fucking happened. Yeah, fuck off.
Indefinitely.
Okay, and what in regards to, what in national security happens if this comes out? It's a couple guys' lives on the line, couple old motherfuckers. At this point, I'll take my chances.
Witness protection, dude.
Whatever.
Just fucking get them.
You made it this far.
If it even has to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like a big shitty game of Jenga.
Well, and who's still calling these shots? Who's the one out in front of it? But you know what I mean? Like, who's the one who's like, no, can't really reveal his...
Right.
That's not a guy from before. There's nobody around who's an adult back then.
No, they're dead.
So, like, what are we...
Again,
this is it's now multi-generational conspiracy and cover-up. And I think that at the root of this is, like, a lot of the problems that are within your government. A lot of the corruption within the American government stemmed from a lot of the things that happened back then. I think a lot of it's CIA. CIA employed a lot of Nazis. So did the fucking NASA.
Right.
I think there's a lot of shady shit. But I have a more interesting theory on why maybe they would have killed JFK. And I haven't found anything really cool that supports this at all.
Okay.
JFK was the one who said, "We will put a man on the moon by the end of this decade, not because it is easy, but because it is hard," right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so very hard.
You must sit on my lap, not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
He did do that.
Yeah. Now, wouldn't it be funny if that was because he knew we couldn't go to the moon, and he knew that all these Nazis at fucking NASA that had got appointed fucking couple presidents before him, he knew what this system was, and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna fucking like make you guys call your bluff." Yes, these guys who are just doing rocket stuff, like, yeah, they're going to go to the moon now. And these people at NASA are like, fucking what?
The moon?
Does he know space is fake? We're trying to do this whole thing here?
Doesn't exist, dude.
Because there was a guy, a scientist back then. I mean, the validity of it, I don't know what. But he pipes up, he's like, they're not going to go to the moon because the moon's not a place you can go. It's preposterous. And that's kind of like the space is fake, the moon's plasma, that type of conspiracy vein. But imagine if JFK had like, that's like a troll. That's an intense troll. Like promising the entire country that you'll be able to go to the moon. And he's like, this motherfucker's going to spoil it for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they still had to like do it and to get Kennedy out of the way, then fake it. Isn't that interesting? What if it was just that
It's
simple?
an interesting take.
What if it was just that simple? Whoever was using NASA and the CIA to try to fucking take over the world and do some crazy psyop, what if they were just, all right, fuck it, that's enough. Kennedy's on to us, kill him. He's not going to troll us like that. Puts a lot of heat on us. We were blended in pretty good.
Yeah. And now what?
Now what?
fucking what?
Yeah.
Shining lights
That's
on
a
us.
fun one, though. So NASA killed
Wild.
JFK.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
Because he called their bluff. NASA
Yeah.
killed JFK
Yeah.
because he called their bluff about the moon landing.
Yeah.
We're going to go. And they're like, man, there's nowhere to fucking go. We ain't going to the fucking moon. How are we going to do that? Okay, well, first we're going to kill the guy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hire a guy to make this into a movie.
And now for
we're going to make a fake-ass movie about landing on the moon after we get this guy out of the way.
And for decades
And Lyndon
decades
Johnson
past.
and Lyndon Johnson will shut the fuck up about it.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't
So
give a
just
shit
get him out of
about
the way.
moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just worried about finger fucking.
And fucking pantyhose. And then for decades and decades on, just claim that we've lost the technology to get back there.
Yeah.
Because it was top notch.
And then just refuse to reveal the fucking JFK files at all.
And then constantly send up bullshit celebrities on SpaceX and like.
By
all
the
those.
way.
Did you see who's going up now?
Do you know the guy who went up with Shatner? And Bezos died in a plane crash.
The dead one. Yes. How convenient.
Maybe he got up there and was like, wait a minute, there's nothing up here. We're not
Yeah.
even, we're not.
Silence him. He's just floating around like somewhere.
Shatner could easily just be a fucking total corrupted shill at this point. Would it surprise you? That's just give Shatner the money, and he's like, yeah, totally.
He's probably been doing low-key coke like for years and years,
Yeah.
just fucking wilding out with all manner of fucking government entities. That's where I'm at. William Shatner's embedded in the CIA and NASA.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild. Yeah, no, fucking Michael Strahan's going into space now.
What? The guy you hate the most?
Yep. Yeah.
He's too tall.
I'm Michael Strahan.
It's not efficient
No,
to send him. He's like
I saw it.
6'4", 240.
I saw it, dude. Yeah, he was suiting up and everything.
No.
Said Strahan right
Jesus
on his
Christ.
thing. And for what? For why? Why do we keep what? Why? Like our oh my god, whatever. Like research. I think our resources could be spent way better than sending
Yeah.
Michael fucking Strahan to space.
We don't need to figure out how to send Michael Strahan to space.
Oh, if we're doing that, fucking leave him there. I'm in space. Michael Strahan in space. Fucking douchebag. Sorry.
Jeez, Andy.
I just every goddamn morning with the Good Morning America, like, this is what you should be scared of. And now a football team that is also deaf. You know, and I'm just like, Michael. Like,
Listen, Mike.
oh, it took a lot for me to get up out of bed this morning. Please don't fuck this up for me. So that's your theory, huh? That's pretty wild.
That's kind of a bold
pretty
theory.
wild. It's kind of bold.
Yeah.
You want to go into another bold theory?
What do you got?
Did you know that Biden recently went under anesthesia or whatever for a colonoscopy for like 80-some minutes?
Yeah. And they have to hand over the power
Yeah.
if they go under, yeah.
Yeah. So we had President Harris for a while, like 80-some minutes or
Technically,
whatever.
just the power, not the name.
The power. But
Yeah.
what if he didn't come back, but something else? You know, I mean, if
Like
you're gonna fucking swap out the president with a robot clone, that'd be the fucking
I
time to
feel
do
like
it.
they did that already.
This is probably a new version. Last one was fucking up pretty bad.
Wouldn't that be really funny? Okay, we should. That's it. All right, you're onto something here. All right, Andy's onto something. I like this. Let's go down this road. All right, we need somebody. You guys, I need you to start find the date of Biden's butthole procedure first off.
Should be like the last week or so.
Yeah. And then check out the last few videos and the frequency in which he spoke publicly beforehand. And then we'll see what happens afterwards.
Actually,
Is he like, if he's like really sharp now?
there was a picture of him out in a public space without a mask on. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody's
Oh, I
all
saw
up in
that,
arms in
yeah.
that. So maybe it's just like, I have no use for these now. It's wild. But yeah, I'm like, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it now. And I'm somewhat of an expert on butthole surgeries, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, routine my ass.
Yeah. So this is the other question. Like, do you have to be put under?
Oh, yeah, dude. You don't want to be awake during that.
It's just a colonoscopy?
It's a camera in your butt, man.
Do they really put you under?
Yeah.
You had that happen?
Twice.
And they put you under?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had like wounds that the camera had to go through. You know what I mean? This wasn't like.
Well, still, it's pretty.
This is a little different. It's just a regular butthole that they're looking through.
I mean, I think they go elsewhere though too. It whines
so?
and grinds, and I don't
only-
think it's just
there's-
like a hello in there.
Hey, Andy, there's only one road.
It's exit only, homie.
I know, but once it gets I mean, it's not like it can take a hard left. Like, it's just, all right, we're going to go where this tube goes.
I don't know. Fuck you, you magic school bus ass. You're like, oh, these are all the directions in which the intestines go. I don't fucking know, dude.
They don't branch off.
I think
it's
you
not
get-
a river.
I mean-
it's like a railroad.
Or what fucking happens? Like, they got the shit in there, and you're like watching too, and like, what's going on?
It just works its way to
You've
the
gotta
end.
be put out, I'd imagine.
I don't believe so. Colonoscopy? They're just searching around your butthole.
If they have to do the camera, though, I think that you'd have to be out. I mean, that's a lot.
It's not. It doesn't have
Does
like
colonoscopy
film.
have a...
It's not like a guy like, ah, look and see, we're in the old Hollywood movie pictures.
All right, Randy's butthole, take one.
Here, put this garbage pan over your head in the camera, and we're gonna shove you in.
Wow. Now we're gonna get it in HD. I don't know. Whatever. Agree to disagree. I still
Yeah.
think it'd suck.
Okay.
I mean, it's not fun. I mean, unless you're into that.
So
but-
Biden's clone was replaced. I like that. That's a good theory. That's fun. See, there's a thing about this. People think that conspiracy theorists are like, we're not insane. I just like to entertain these concepts because, like, it's a form of creativity at some point.
Yeah, I don't live my life by it. Like,
Christ.
fucking god damn it.
I mean, I can think that Biden might be actually, like, probably mentally disabled. I can believe that, but that doesn't mean that I'm like, and I can joke around about me. Wouldn't it be funny if he was a clone? And those things don't have to be mutually exclusive, but
Right.
like, you know, it's what it is.
Robot Biden pooped his pants.
But,
Like,
but sometimes like these theories, like the theories that I would like to see, the theories I like the most are the ones I would like to see made into movies. Like that would rock. Kennedy trolling NASA and getting assassinated by NASA.
the real story.
And then them faking the moon landing and shit, and then stealing $93 billion since then. You know, that's awesome.
be fucking epic.
Yeah.
Start with some World War II Nazi shit.
And just
like,
essentially take over the world and the media, the CIA and NASA and all that money that you get from faking space.
damn. That's what you get.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a dope movie.
That
Same
is a
thing with the
joke.
Tartaria stuff.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
fucking
awesome. Like you found this civilization and tell it like it is a historical thing. Like they just come in and they stumbled into fucking Chicago, like the Chicago World's Fair. All that stuff is there. And we're like, what the fuck? We're just idiots stumbling around here. Where was this from? Well, I guess we live here now.
Yeah.
And we like try to figure out how to make it work. And it's just dumb.
It's just
You know what I
dumb.
mean? Though
Everything's
it's
stupid.
It's this like survival version of it where it's like nobody knows how to turn on the boiler or whatever they use to keep the house warm. So we just like
Right.
start burning furniture in the living room because we're idiots.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes. I would die
Yeah,
so soon. Wow. Yeah, that would be a
those
good
would be
movie.
fun. That's what you should look for with conspiracy theories. That's honestly, I think, why people liked the QAnon stuff so much.
Because it was just weird.
It was just so far out there and outlandish that it was like it would have been a cool movie.
Like, what are they gonna fucking do
The
now?
elites are like draining blood from children.
Yeah.
And like, that's awesome.
Reptiles and
Shit
shit.
rocks.
That shit does rock.
Yeah.
That shit would be on Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah. Yeah. Made for TV movie. What the fuck? Speaking of the elites and shit,
Yeah.
are you done with? Are
Yeah, I'm
we
done.
done with Clone Biden?
Yes.
We need to. And my God, like this is season 2. The way I'm about to fucking talk, but it's all about distractions right now, people. We need to keep up with that shit. Was that lady that Ghislaine Maxwell or whatever?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine.
That shit's
Yeah,
happening.
all of her shit's tomorrow. So just like pay attention to all the other bullshit they're throwing our way. Like the fucking those flash mob robberies. Like what else is it? Like the fucking we got a new variant now,
The
right?
judge that is appointed, that is like running her
else?
case, is like this like super, super left Biden appointed person who was on like Obama's fucking cabinet and shit. Like, so this is like a very favorable to the demon political machine. You know what I
It's gonna
mean?
go out with a
Appointment.
whimper.
They're gonna fucking let that bitch go, or they're gonna say that what they'll do is they'll sentence her to life, and then she'll just disappear. You're never gonna see her. She'll just get a haircut and fucking live somewhere else on her own and have money and be fine.
Maybe she should grow some hair.
Well, whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like some people were talking about the Derek Chauvin thing. Like, so a lot of this theory is that all these things are actors, right? Or that it's just fake. Like the Rittenhouse thing. There's a lot of theories. It's like, oh, this is just performance made to make us. These are literally performers, right?
Right.
And so those theories are kind of interesting. And so when they were talking about that with the the cop who killed George Floyd, they were like, oh, they'll sentence him. They'll maybe have him guilty, and then he'll just, go live in the fucking suburbs in the South somewhere, and fucking nobody will know who he is.
That's a wild theory.
Yeah.
That is a wild theory.
But that's the thing, is you don't need that. A lot of people said that about Epstein, by the way.
That he's still out there.
Yeah, or that they just replaced the body. That's why they were showing like pictures of his ears, and that supposedly it wasn't the same body. That his ears were different than they do that with Biden too. Like his ears now look different than what they do before. But I don't know how much that's just plastic surgery.
Yeah, because that's fucking likely.
You just keep dragging skin from the front of your face around the sides. You got to staple it somewhere.
Well, you're a politician. You got to fucking keep your appearance. Like, you don't want to look like Ted Cruz. Ass face. Yeah, so fucking distractions and shit. Like, they're gonna fucking throw everything our goddamn way to be like, oh my god, there's some shit and shortage in China and blah, 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 and it's just gonna.
Hey, did you ever see? But I was looking these up the other day.
Dumb. What?
And these videos actually played one of a very pivotal part in my initial support for like maybe lockdowns and shit when COVID first came out. Do you remember seeing the videos of like people dropping dead in the streets in China? Did you ever see those? They were playing them on the news and shit. I'll find some for it. That's what was getting put out the first couple days of COVID. That's what they wanted you to think that it was.
Jesus fuck.
Yes, and so there's literally pictures of a person face down in the street in China, and it's like, holy world, so on the bottom, and a new virus, and this and that, and there's like hazmat teams there. It's like supposedly we're supposed to believe that people are just, it goes and it's just falling, just people just dying. That's what they were trying to put out there early on. And fucking, so at that point, I didn't, nobody really knew what this thing was.
Right.
So that's why I was like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's just hunker down for a couple of weeks. I don't know.
There's no other
option. I don't know. It seems like it's really great.
Well, right.
And then you find out, I was like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, wait a minute. Nobody's gone back and answered the question, why the fuck were these things getting put on the news if they're not real? They're obviously then not real. Nobody's walking down the street going, I got COVID now? Ooh. So why did those videos go away?
I mean,
who atones for that, for putting that out there?
Pretty fucking convenient that they were hanging out with a camera at that moment too. Also, I mean, I don't know.
No, that has a lot to do
there.
with it. Well, there's a lot of that shit that's on the news that's like that though. Just like the Rittenhouse thing.
Yeah.
He's interviewed with CNN before any of this happens. And now he's going around doing interviews after the trial looking like he's been coached. This whole thing's a play. Yeah. This whole thing's a play.
Fucking dumb, you guys. I just want to leave. What else have I got? Oh, when do you want to talk about Arlington Road? Do you want to save that for the Tron? Or do you want to just bust that out now? That's a big chunk of what I had for notes. I just remember it in my head.
Let's save that for the garage, for the Patreon.
Okay.
Guys, your homework is, you need to watch the movie Arlington Road. You can buy it, you can rent it, whatever. But Arlington Road, the cast, Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins, fucking John Cusack.
Joan Cusack.
Sorry, but the movie rocks. So you have to watch that. The Patreon episode we're gonna do tons of spoilers and stuff for Arlington Road. That movie's awesome. It's old. So what was it, like 99?
Yep, 99. Pre 9/11.
Yeah. So it's great. Anyway, let's not do that yet.
Okay.
We'll save that.
That's cool.
I went and played bingo the other day.
Ah, yes, bingo.
Guys, bingo kind of rocks if you do it drunk. Like, normally is bingo a drinking thing?
If you're not old, I assume so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of fun. But like we go to this spot. It's actually pretty nice out the lake up there. And
up by the lake.
you have the view. It's on the lake. You have the view, like 180-degree view of the lake, and it's pretty nice. It's like 2 hours, like $20.
Nice.
And you get like 10 games, 4 cards each game.
Did you get the sticker or like the?
Yeah, you get the fucking
nice
the ink thing, the big ink. I was like, it was bothering me. I was just like, I want to squeeze it and wring it out. You know what I mean? It's all I wanted to do is just ruin it. But it was a ton of fun. The problem is you get kind of fucked up.
Like drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and smoked a lot of weed. So like by the time I'm going there, I'm running like 4 things at a time, and like it starts to get a little hard to keep track of. I'm just like, wait, what did she say? Well, if you're trying to even make a conversation,
Yeah.
you kind of can't. What's going on?
Right. You got to be listening.
Yeah.
Right.
So it does kind of limit what you can do socially.
Yeah.
But I'm over there just like fucking doing the thing. And I was like, wait, was it? Oh fuck! And I'm like cheating off of other people. You know what I mean?
What'd you get for number 5?
But there's like too many cards away, and it wasn't the standard bingo. You just got to get on.
Like
There's like games, you know what I mean? Like each one's different. One's a letter N, one's a,
Whoa.
one's an R,
Hey.
one's a C, one's an A.
And a big old D.
No,
That wasn't it. That's
but
not
it was
even
cool.
in bingo.
It was really, really, really a lot of fun. But definitely, like, I wanted to just be playing one card.
Well, yeah.
By the end of it, I was like, man, I don't need to be keeping. Just say the one thing, and I'll look at the one. Like, I can almost memorize the one card.
Yeah.
And I can just know, like, ooh.
Right.
And then I don't really got to pay attention. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'll just, like, let the kid play the other 3.
Let him spaz out to that shit. Yeah, that's what kids are for. You said it was like cash prizes?
Yeah. Basically, you split the money from everybody that's in it, that puts in.
Throwing their shit in?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you pull a bingo at all, it's like $20.
Fucking A.
20 or 30 bucks.
You just paid for your fucking entrance.
Yeah. Now here's the problem. I've never ever, guys, in South Dakota, you get cheap drinks. That's what you can do, especially in a town like this. You can get cheap, really strong drinks, lots of places.
Right.
This is not one of them. I've never ran into this ever, where you order olives with your beer and they charge you for extra for it. Or if you have a red beer with a little bit of tomato juice in it, they charge you for the tomato juice and for a pickle. So like I was getting like a tap beer for Megan, and added olives was like 75 cents extra. Pickle was like $1 extra. The red, like a fucking half a cup of tomato juice, like $1.
A splash of it.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Yeah. Maybe they're closing and they're like, we need to make much money. Get these bingo fuckers drinking stat. That's highway robbery.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not
Guys, we have a new
101.
sponsor. I just wanted to bring in here. Andy is not aware of this. We've finally got a pretty big deal sponsor, guys. So our newest sponsor, we have an upcoming film. So I'd like you guys to check out Mighty Ducks 4 Special Victims Unit. It's the newest sponsor of the podcast. It's on NBC Tuesday nights. Mighty Ducks 4 Special Victims Unit.
Dun dun.
Gordon Bombay, you son of a bitch. Again?
Why, Gordon? I'm an alcoholic.
Listen here, Duckworth.
And you don't fuck with me. I've been to the Olympics, all right? Do you know who my dad is? It's Octavio Sheen or so. Oh no, wait, that was who's the other guy?
Ramon.
Ramon Sheen. That got me thinking about something. What do you think John Bon Jovi has like any siblings? And they're like, it's my brother Todd Bon Jovi. You know?
That's a really good point.
Dennis Bon Jovi.
Is like Bon Jovi his actual last name?
I mean, it's probably not, but like, could you imagine? That'd be pretty neat.
Well, even if it was,
Clarence Bon Jovi, you know, like Mr. and Mrs. Bon Jovi's boy.
or if it's like John, Ron, and Tom Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Tom.
Ron Bon Jovi.
Thomas John Bon Jovi, you get your ass in here. Whoa, I'm halfway there.
Whoa, I'm coming down the stairs.
Fuck you, Mom. I'll make it, I swear. Woo-hoo. I hate John Bo. I can't even pronounce his name now. I hate Bon Jovi. I hate lots of things. Jeez, what a life. What a life. You know who doesn't hate Bon Jovi, though?
Who?
The good people at Netty Games.
I wouldn't go so far as to say
Really?
that.
You don't think
They've had some pretty intense opinions in regards to Bon Jovi.
Oh, I didn't know.
Guys,
Oh,
the people at
shit.
Netty Games take a strong fuck Bon Jovi stance, and we want to make sure that we quote them on this. So this is the opinion of this nice, kind folks at Netty Game. Go to shopnetty.com, use code Randy at checkout. They have a conspiracy theory board game, other games, and also other games and stuff. 10% off, code Randy. From the people who say fuck Bon Jovi and fuck him good and hard. Netty Games.
From their house to yours. Fuck Bon Jovi. Be good Christmas gifts, you guys. You should probably check out their games. They're actually pretty rad. They actually sold out on Amazon somewhat recently, but they still have the travel edition of the conspiracy theory game. So go fucking them.
Andy, the COVID stuff's getting nuts. I don't want to talk about it too much, but
What code stuff?
COVID stuff.
COVID stuff. Yes, we're on Omicron.
Yeah,
That's
they're
the
just
new one?
making up stuff now. Can we just go back to bombing the Middle East?
Sure.
Please?
Sure.
Like, where are we just, you know what I mean? Like, do we just have to be ruining the lives of millions of people just for fun? If we're going to do it, just do it to another country then. Doesn't that seem like that would make sense, America? Why are we, like, it's like we just have to fuck up 10 million people's lives at any given time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, I mean, now that we're not in Afghanistan, I guess we should just start fucking with the Americans.
Right. We got nothing else to do.
It's like the American empire needs, like, human sacrifices and torture, and they're just going to impart the suffering on their own people now.
That's some deep shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like the Illuminati or something.
It's the price to be paid for an empire.
Blood on the altar. Ooh.
Can't pull out of Afghanistan. All right, new variant. Fucking lock everybody in their houses again.
I don't. Where are they getting the fucking names?
Oh, what
from?
they're just
What-
testing. This is all essentially what do they call them? Like when you panel test something.
Like test groups and
Test
stuff?
groups. Yeah, this is basically what this is. Every new thing they drop, if it picks up, if this Omicron variant runs away and becomes a big deal, it's only because people actually got scared of it, and then they'll just keep talking about it, and they'll just shape whatever case. Yeah, you gotta be. That's what they do. The Delta thing worked until people were just like, nah.
Yeah.
And then what? Did it just go away? I thought it was the hottest, baddest thing that we weren't going to fix. It just went away because we stopped caring about it. And I'm telling you, this is all they're doing is they just make this shit up now at this point. I have no reason to believe that any of this variant shit is worth me worrying about at all.
What, do you know any stats on it, or just that it's new?
It's just there's like 4 cases.
Okay.
It's just stupid. I just don't care. I don't care at this point because what are you asking me to do? Just be afraid of it? Well, okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah. So do you need me to like do a bunch of different shit in my life? Well, I'm gonna have to see a lot more than this before I start not doing things that I want to do now. Because you already fucking betrayed my trust before with this other bullshit. I'm sorry. Like in Austria now, they've like locked down completely again.
Saw that.
And they're going to force everybody who's not vaccinated has to be locked down for good starting in February if it holds by then.
Just like mandatory.
Mandatory lockdowns if you're not vaccinated.
Across the board.
And everybody again locked down again, just like they did before. Supposed to be 3 more weeks, nobody, you don't do shit. Now, whether you're vaccinated or not right now.
Right.
That didn't work last time. And now we have vaccinated people and we're doing this. And I bet you it doesn't work either. So these tools are not working. So quit fucking using them. They're so oppressive. So my friends message me they're like, I hate this. Like I just, like I want things to be the old way. This doesn't make any sense. They're just making so many rules for no reason. And it's always so interesting to me that these are in places that I like just ducked. You know what I mean? Like we left Austria like the week that this happened.
Yeah.
And then I left Amsterdam, I mean, after doing a lot of lockdown there. But when we left again, they locked down even harder and had curfews and shit like this too.
Yeah.
We had 7 of our 9 months were locked down pretty intensely, but it was worse right after we left. I've just been ducking bullshit.
Pretty
everywhere.
good about it. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking wild.
And I come back here where we can do whatever the fuck we want. And now I'm just like, well, why are we supposed to be afraid? Because nobody here has done anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, where are they fucking getting the names from? Are they're burning through like the Greek alphabet or something like that? I guess. What happened to like Epsilon?
D through, I have no idea.
Okay.
They just keep dropping one until they...
And they're literally having a group of people like, how does this sound to you guys? Like,
no, we are the group. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
we are the test group.
Gotcha. I thought it was I thought you meant like a literal fucking thing.
No.
I could see that happening.
No, we're the test group. That's what society is. The test group.
All right.
They just float shit by, and whatever we grab onto, they fucking shine a light on it and amplify it.
Gotcha. So like
that's why it's like we started throwing out. You know how this is sad to say, but like there's a lot of racially motivated crime that happens, right? There's black on black crime, black on white crime. There's like a lot of bad racist type shit that goes on, right? There's a lot of abuses of power that police do. There's a lot of this stuff exists, and it has for a long time. It wasn't until the Floyd one where it was I don't think it was the public outrage that made that thing happen, because there's videos of that stuff and more moving stuff and worse stuff than that all the time, all over the internet.
Yeah, constantly.
They just decided that one had enough traction and they needed something. So fuck it, make this the thing. And they took it where they wanted to take it. If it was a different killing, a different person, a different place, and it got the same amount of traction, that would have been the one. I really do believe it. I believe they just needed the chaos. So they pick a thing that happens, whether it's right or wrong. They just chose the thing that happens. Bad. Shine a light on it, amplify it, whip everybody into a frenzy, riots in the streets, boom, boom, boom.
Wagging the dog.
Yeah.
The new COVID Megatron. You're all now sick.
The new COVID MicroDong Variant. No!
I bet you'd have dudes running back and like, it's gonna make my pee-pee small. You probably have a couple people.
If getting COVID like knocked like 2 inches off your dick, I would get vaccinated in a heartbeat. I'm running out of inches to lose here.
Yes, hospital.
I take back all those bad things I said about you broads.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ. I like walk into the hospital like trying to just eat a bunch of crow, and I walk in and this lady doctor walks in, and I'm like, "What's up, nurse?" She's like, "I'm not a nurse, I'm a doctor." You know they say actor, actress, doctor, nurse. I don't know how you guys do this.
You're like chewing gum loudly.
Anyway, listen, I'd really like some pudding if you want to go get this. Like, listen, I'm a doctor. I'm not a nurse, and nurses aren't waitresses. Listen, yeah, and neither are flight attendants. But I'm gonna need that fucking pudding, please.
Super hungry right now.
Yeah,
a little bit peckish.
Listen, listen, Nurse Thunder Tits or whatever they're calling you these days. God. I'm gonna need you to.
That's Dr. Nurse Thunder.
That's Dr. Nurse Thunder Tits to you. I just think it's really funny. Just do like, listen, you know how flight attendants, they're just space waitresses or whatever, right?
Space waitresses,
sky waitresses.
Hey, space waitress.
You just come in that belligerent and be like, listen, man. Well, I decided I do need to get this vaccine, sweetheart, because I heard it's going to make my dong smaller.
Yeah. Can't have that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it might take me below the threshold of having the biggest dong around. That guy rocks.
I hold that title, by the way, if you couldn't guess yet.
Yeah. Guess my T-shirt says it. Biggest dong around.
In the Tri-County area. Jesus fuck. If you get any flack, I'll bring you in there, and hopefully my butt doctor's still there. Yeah. Like, hey, you remember me? That whimsical hairy dude with multiple ass problems?
Who's still in love with you? I haven't really moved on.
Can you help my large belligerent friend get the shots? He doesn't want to lose his pee-pee. Doesn't all men. Oh, yeah. That's waking up without your pee-pee. That's fucking awful.
I think it's really good, Andy.
Waking up without your pee-pee? You know what is also awful?
What up?
Remember in Mrs. Doubtfire when he came up with his name because he just read a newspaper? Like, it was like something Doubtfire. And it was like all covered up. What if you read a completely fucking different like newspaper and it was completely fucked? He's like, he's like, Mrs. Anthony Weiner penis scandal. Or like, it's me, Mrs. Local Man, charged with 5 counts of bestiality. Yeah. Oh shit.
Mr. Double Murder Homicide next door.
Mrs. Gang Rape. Mrs. Racially charged gang rape. Oh. Did I get the job? Fucking sick ass.
By the way, I was thinking about this the other day. Someone was talking. I thought I had known it. Someone was talking about like calling. It was like you were hearing everything being referred to as white supremacist. Okay. At this point, like almost everything's it's because of white supremacy. But like, I don't even know what that really is or means at this point anymore. Kind of like the definition of racism keeps changing to the point now where like. White supremacy just seems to me like just doing regular white dude shit. Now you're a white supremacist. Like drinking Busch Light.
That makes you a white supremacist?
Fucking racist.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
That's what I feel like. I feel like are people judging me because of my doing this super white shit? Is just doing white dude shit racist now? Like drinking Busch Light, is that racist?
Mowing your lawn for the billionth time, driving a F-150 with a Hemi in it. Yeah, that's
not how that works.
Pretty racist. That's not how it works.
That's not how that works.
Where do you put the Hemi? Bend over and I'll show ya. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, look at them going to fucking golf and shit. Is it supremacy though, or is it like privilege? Are they one and the same?
I don't know. This is the problem. It's all a moving target. I have no idea. Are you a racist because you drink Busch Light? I don't know.
Think so.
But you're pretty white if you drink Busch Light.
Okay. I mean, if we're doing a piegram, where that's some... Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Do a lot of racists drink Busch Light?
Racist. Yes. Busch Light.
is what beers are more racist than Busch Light as far as like have a higher percentage of racists consume it?
Okay.
Busch Light's a good one.
Natural light.
You think
or
natural
ice?
light, yeah. You think Budweiser?
Just the diesels.
Budweiser heavy, I would say more so than Busch Light.
Bud heavies, yes. Anything light, really, yeah. Nothing fancy, though. I mean, I mean, they're not drinking like microbrews or anything like that.
Well, racists drink microbrews too.
Dude, well, I'm
just saying,
God
so
damn it.
so do dorky liberal hipsters. So
Yeah.
it's not, it's not, the crossover isn't fully there.
Yes, okay. No matter how much I want it to
What's
be.
the most racist beer you could drink that you're like, man, you're doing some really white shit?
Schmitz.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is that the one with the cougar on it?
Yeah, or Hams.
Schmitz or Hams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Schmitz or Hams? Maybe High Life?
Miller.
I feel like it's only like
Whoa, is that even a type of beer?
that and fuck you, dude. I hate you.
Oh, what happened?
What happened?
Oh, I hit your button. You actually shut off. Are you back?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Oh God. Nobody puts Randy in the corner. Oh, you can and then with your Schmitz beer can. So Schmitz and Hams, racist beers.
All right, we'll move on. Anyway, beers.
You're like, that's not landing. Okay, fuck it. Damn it.
Whatever.
Season 2's a wash. We're going the fuck home.
All right. To the fucking garage.
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet. I do want to talk about something. I have not brought this up at all, and because I don't intend to speak as though I know the science on the subject. But there are obviously adverse effects from the vaccine. There have to be. There just are some. There's plenty of them out there. They exist. I'm not saying it's rampant or whatever, but it's very stupid to act like that doesn't happen. Right? And as far as I can see, there are numbers that you can go look up and find out what is happening to people who are having adverse effects. And every fucking person who's trying to peddle this vaccine says, well, they're very rare. There's like cases are rare. Incidents of adverse reactions are rare. It's like, yes, I'm kind of a rare motherfucker too. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of live on the edges of things that, like, I do a lot of shit most people don't fucking do. I'm kind of used to doing rarefied shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know how fucking mad I would be if my gut told me not to take this fucking thing? And they're like, some fucking do-nothing who has nothing to fucking lose with the things like, well, you just should. Cases are rare. What are you afraid of? Like, okay, fine, you're right. Cases are rare. As though that's a statistic. It's not, by the way.
That's a pretty broad statement.
Rare's a pretty fucking broad statement. Your definition of rare and mine can be very different.
Right.
Is 1 in 10 rare? I don't want to take that. Is it 1 in 10,000? Is it 1 in 10 million? But what's the fucking number? Rare is not a fucking number. It is not a statistic. Fuck you for throwing that shit in my face. Give me the number.
Yeah.
What are the chances? And if I choose not to get it because I don't want to take the risk, and then like you convince me just on this rareness of this stuff, like how dare you? Like those are real people. So even though it's rare, even though side effects are rare, that's a person. What if that person didn't want to take it and had to get it because his job? Or had to get it because of all this big fucking media push. He's getting demonized by his family. It was just something in his gut just told him not to do it. And he wasn't afraid of COVID. And now he's fucked because he can't undo it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like, what about that person? Oh, by the way, they're not legally or financially liable if it does hurt you.
Right.
This whole thing's retarded. This whole thing's stupid. The system doesn't, there's no way this system can work. There's no trust in this.
Yeah.
It's dumb. But saying cases are rare is no different than saying that they're safe and effective. That's not a statistic either.
Can't do that. Yeah.
That's not a statistic. They say, listen, all the studies say safe and effective. Define that fucking term. Give me a goddamn number. That's not a statistic. You're just saying that he's nice.
Yeah.
The vaccine is really nice. Saying it's nice is the same thing as saying it's safe and effective, and that adverse effects are rare.
Rare is how I eat my steak.
Yeah.
Not how I take my vaccinations.
But I don't know. That shit really pisses me off. Like I said, it's the safe and effective is the new stunning and brave. Oh, you're just making up whatever those words are. Right? So as long as it's less than half, we can say rare. It's less than a quarter. Like, what is the definition of rare? And your definition of rare does not shouldn't have any what's the word? Any validation in my equation. right?
Yeah,
it means
been a
nothing. My
barrier.
risk assessment in this stuff and where I'm at with my health and what I want to do, that's up to me. So you don't just say rare and call me stupid for not wanting it.
Throw some numbers your way.
Yeah, give me a real number. Fuck off. But they don't know them either. But I don't talk about those things because I don't want to convince people not to do it. So go out there, find out the numbers, look on the VAERS.
Yeah, people should make the choice themselves.
There's a number of deaths. There's a number of serious lifelong complications now that are permanent. And there's a lot of smaller things. But there is numbers out there. And every one of those is a fucking person. And they're ignoring it. There's people that have talked on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, that have talked about their own adverse reactions that they had and gotten fucking removed.
I was going to say, how easy was it to find this stuff?
Very hard. No, you can find the numbers, but you're not going to find the stories because those people get banned for medical misinformation.
Well, I was going to say, like, how often are you thrown like a, hey, follow this website for like more real constantly.
Yeah,
like,
it's everything is diverting you back to the safe and effective word.
Right.
Safe and effective, stunning and brave. What are you, fucking brainwashed? Cases are rare. They are safe. They are effective. Caitlyn Jenner is stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave. The vaccines are safe and effective.
All hell Omicron.
Adverse effects are rare. You fucking pussy.
May cause anal leakage. Oops. No, that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking dumb, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Those people are dorks. So listen, guys, do your own. Like, go out and figure it out for yourself. But don't listen to some pushy bitch. Don't listen to some pushy dude on the internet. There's not as many of those people as you think. I really don't think so. I really don't believe it. I saw a meme the other day that went out. It was like, they said that like the internet and the censorship and the media, it's all doing this hype stuff to make it sound like the 5 or 10% of the people that they actually represent like 80% of the people. And it's just not. It's just not. Those people don't have voices. They don't speak up to a motherfucker like me in person. They don't do anything. They climb in DMs, they go away. They blast some cunty comment on TikTok and they fucking go away. They get blocked forever. Nobody's coming up to me and talking to me like this because I'm like a nice, reasonable person.
well, I admit, you don't sometimes come across that way.
In public, I usually
on the
am
TikToks.
nice. Oh, yes,
like,
on TikTok,
I mean,
of course.
like-
On TikTok, I don't engage anymore. I just block. By the way, all right, so we're talking on TikTok. You didn't see the live I sent you, did you? In time.
Oh, the dong.
But did you see the live?
Yeah, I watched it. For
Oh,
a
did you
while.
with the ducks?
Uh-huh.
That dude rocks, right?
And then I saw him on like Nerdist or something, like shared his profile. So that
Okay.
guy's gonna just
Yeah,
just
he's
get
at like
bigger
over
and
3 or
bigger.
4 million followers now.
It was pretty fucking calming. Just
The
to watch
handpan
that.
guy on TikTok. I'll say this: TikTok is almost 100% garbage, and I would say more than half of the accounts on there are not real people. They're not real. Not even to mention how many of them are just NPC fucking idiots who are left over. But literally, I think half the accounts on there are fake. But this guy is just a little pocket of some good ass shit. His lives are great. Awesome music. He does like in nature. Dude,
Yeah.
fucking rocks.
By like roaring rivers and shit.
Yeah.
And animals
Ducks
are around.
everywhere.
And he's
It's
just chill.
beautiful. It's so good. It's interesting rhythmically, way he does the handpan. It's just very different. I play music, right? But I would play that percussively. So I never, like, the rhythms he settles in are never anything that I would play musically.
Right.
So it's so interesting. It's so different to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's these like swelling patterns. It's not like a song or a
It's like you're
progression.
at a spa.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
It's exactly what TikTok fucking needs.
It
Like,
is the only
Jesus
thing of
fuck.
value I've gotten from TikTok.
My For You page is fucking awful. It's
Yeah.
like just a hateful echo chamber. All it is like videos of people fucking getting into fights.
Yeah.
Like, this person did this person said some racist shit, this person cut me off in traffic. It's nothing but fucking violence and anger, and then it's like, god damn, TikTok.
There's also a thing on TikTok that's like these like conservative housewife person or like middle-aged conservative women who just think they're fighting the good fight. Like there's something, I don't know if it's the QAnon thing, but it's like, it's those types that are crazy. So I'll get these posts that'll pop up on my page where it's just like some broad in her 40s who's just like, the libs on TikTok thought they could silence me. Well, I think not. Hashtag backup account. And it's like, Jesus Christ, lady.
Man.
Like what? Like what a fucking. Now I also get when you get banned, like playing into it. right? Because when we get flagged, of course we talk about it because like, adds extra heat. It's fun, you know.
We're bad boys.
Yeah, it's like, listen, we're over here just doing the Lord's work.
Bad boys.
Being punished by the sinners. But
sure. Damn.
But this is crazy. It's like, lady, nobody like attacked you because you were so close to the truth. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you were probably saying some racist shit in your TikTok live. You know what I mean? You were like, listen, here's the thing about all these browns. You know, you're like, whoa, lady. And then she's back 14 days later, like, you think that community guideline strike's going to keep me down? Nuh-uh, libtards. I am back. First Amendment. The right was, I mean, I love
God and
it's
Trump.
Great. There's so many of them. And I've got nothing for them.
Yeah.
You think you can silence me? I will not be silenced.
And they get the numbers.
I don't get it.
Got the. Oh, it's got to be something.
I see a lot of those that are fake too, where it'll be like a kind of like a conservative patriot bimbo picture. Okay. And then it's all memes and repost shit that's not the person talking.
Right.
It's just like a machine there to stir up that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And they get you with the boobs.
Well,
but, you know.
I also think too, like, there's a thing that's happening right now is everybody is getting forcefully more radicalized, or at the very least is viewed as being more radicalized than they really are. And it's because of memes and meme culture and the internet. Because memes are a very easy way for somebody who's more articulate than you to like say something in a way that you could never say yourself.
Ah, yes.
It's a piece we do pretty well on TikTok, right? That's kind of what I try to do, sum things up. But because of that, people are like emboldened by how articulate somebody else put something, or a meme that was like really perfect and biting, and they'll share that. It's a way for you to take like one more reach outside of your capacity or even your understanding. And you're like, what did he just say? You know what I mean? Like, well, it's also like, did he believe that?
Yeah.
And it makes it so easy to repost it because they're everywhere, right? Everyone posts a couple memes a day.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts.
Shit posters, well beyond that. Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's so easy for the average person that it's their way of expressing themselves now, but they're not expressing themselves.
It's like their identity.
Yeah, and it's just like this meme,
but not
that I could never have articulated on my own. Fuck you. Drop it out there like, ugh. And like, as though they were dropping those knowledge bombs, but it's just a moron who took somebody. It's all fake. It's completely invalid. None of it makes any sense. It's all false. No, they don't think that because they didn't think that. Somebody else did, and they're like, I like that. And we're all just being led down this road. And the fucking Unabomber was right. It's just technology.
Blow up the internet.
It's inevitable. It's just technology. We have had electricity for like 200 years tops, right?
We've been fucking things up ever since.
Me, right? This is it. How long have humans existed? And the Unabomber was right. As soon as technology became the thing and networks and self-propagating systems became the thing, everything just races to retardation.
I mean, I bet the Dark Ages were pretty retarded.
The Dark Ages, don't even get me started.
Why?
Probably not even real.
What?
Dude, totally. It's just a bunch of destroyed history.
Because it was dark?
That's the Tartaria stuff.
Ah.
That's why they're like, oh, nobody knew anything, and it was whatever. People were dumb. Like, really?
They were dumb and they were dying.
I'm supposed to believe that? No, I don't believe that.
I never heard that.
I think before. That's a good tie-in with the reset stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dark Age is just a fake ass
Fuck,
shit.
we're being lied to all the time.
Well, or it's around an era in which the church started consolidating power.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Got to get up there and be somebody. Listen, dorks, we love you. We're going to head over to the Patreon. We're going to go to the garage and we're going to get riggedy wrecked. So head over to patreon.com/conspiracyrandy for the Page episode. We're going to go down there here, be there in about 20 minutes. So,
Yep. So go build us a helicopter in the meantime.
spacesfake.com. Andy's rocking the OG Conspiracy Randy shirt.
Look at my titties.
Go to spacesfake.com, shop the Conspiracy Randy collection. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Tyler F. and Stone. You can find Andy.
I'm at Skinny Idiot Studios on Instagram.
Fucking subscribe on YouTube, dorks. We love you.
Yeah, bye.
Bitch, I never change. I can shoot it close up, hand long range. You done got your hope up saying my name. You done got your hopes up blowing that chain. Really love my hoe and her bang. Niggas play games to get locked and they sing. Tell a nigga, whoa, don't get caught in my aim. Shout out feeling like the 2020 Gucci Mane. Shout out really rich, feeling like Bruce Wayne. Petty rap nigga, I ain't worth my shoe game. Shout out took a minute to a 10.